Welcome to qnawire.
Okay, in question 8, it is believed that the median income for women for a week is $1,603. Using some data points, they want to test to see if they believe it might be less than that. So we start off with our step 1, which you can see here, HO is equal to, median is equal to 1603. And our alternate hypothesis, the median is going to be less than 1603. Again, since we're using less than, that makes this a one-tailed test. Okay, so just remember that as we go forward, you'll see it come up when we find the critical value, which is in step 2. So now we move on to step 2. We're going to look at the critical value. So our CV using table J with an N of 15, a significance level of 0.05, and the fact that it's a one-tailed test, we get our critical value to become 3. All right, so our critical value is 3. Now we move on to step 3, which is to determine what our test value is. So again, remember, your test value is you're going to take each of the data points and compare it to the believed median. If the data point is less than the median, it takes on a negative value. If it's greater than the median, it takes on a positive value. So if you take your data points and you just kind of go across the way the data is listed in the problem, you can see I have a negative, and a positive, then the next row, a negative, and a positive, and so on. So you can see what the data values using the sign test. And again, this is the sign test. And this is what's nice about this test. It's relatively simple to come up with. You're just putting pluses and minuses as you're comparing numbers to the median. Smaller negative value, larger positive value. And then we're looking at, we have 6 positive values overall and non-negative values. So the test value that we're going to use is the smaller of the two. So the small of the two is going to be 6. So we have a test value of 6. All right, so now we have to make a decision. And since the test value is 6, which is greater than the critical value, which is 3, we cannot reject HO. All right, so that's going to be our decision. And now what does that decision mean in terms of summary? So in step 5, you can see that summary. Therefore, we have insufficient evidence, or we don't have enough evidence to support the claim that the median weekly earnings for women is less than 1603. We don't